The Propcast on the Sports Skin Podcast Network is brought to you by Kalshi. Make real money predicting sports. Kalshi is available in every state. Also, $20 for free. We sign up with the code SGPN. That's Kalshi promo code SGPN. And welcome everyone to the Propcast here on the Sports Skin Podcast Network. Currently Wednesday afternoon, March 4th, around 2:20 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm Rosenberg. Show once again joined by Rosenberg together and break down our favorite props for the NBA and the NHL cards for Wednesday. Adam, we had a great episode yesterday. We'll recap that in a second, but how's it going with you? What's up?
It's good. We also put out clips on the Instagram for the first time. We're all over the place. We updated our own Twitter account for the first time since October. Yeah. I am stalling as I try to find additional
it's fine. You can do that.
We're good. We got some time
to go through before.
Yeah. There's not a lot. There's not a huge NHL slate, so I'm gonna probably pivot towards an NBA play as we talk. But no, things are good. Looking forward to seeing you in 2 weeks. I'm not
flights, book my hotel.
Not happy about the fact that you are on a completely different flight timing than I am, because Mac and I were going to meet you at the airport, and I was going to.
You never told me what time you were actually getting into the airport.
Yes, I did. I said I'm getting in that morning.
Oh, that morning. Okay. Yeah. All right.
You're like, I'm getting in later to do this. Like, I'm going to be hammered by the time you see me.
That's fine. I was going to get in at 2 because usually hotel check-ins at 3, so I didn't want to sit around without a place to put my stuff. So that's kind of why I coordinated.
It's fine. But no, it'll be good. We'll have a good trip. I'm looking at some of the things that you have to see if I have taken anything the same. But yeah, no, let's have some fun with this.
Yeah, just to recap yesterday, I know that you ended up going 2-1, but both your plays that hit were plus money. So of course you crushed it.
and 3. Well, 3-1 if you count the extra Swayman play.
Yeah, that's true. 3-1, including Swayman, but Tage came through again because he's the best, and he always comes through for us. For my plays, I ended up sweeping. I had Jackson Hayes over his points. I think that went over in the first quarter. I ended up having the what else did I have? I had Terrence Mann over his PR. That got there in garbage time. And then I also had Coronado to do nothing, and he did nothing. So nice sweep there.
And we won the bonus play. We won 2 bonus play. We won the Cincinnati Bearcats bonus play that we gave out.
I threw that out there, and they killed BYU because BYU stinks.
Yeah. And we won the. Hey, we won the betting on the
we won the underdog entry.
Yeah, we won that. We won team total under. We did a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, we had a bunch of stuff. But the underdog got there too. We reused Hayes. We also had Swayman saves, and we also had Westbrook PRA. And that got there easily. I believe Westbrook got there in the third quarter. So once again, underdog win, 5-1 combined on the picks, not including bonus picks that ended up also winning. Yeah, great episode. So we're going to try to keep rolling here for Wednesday. Before we get into any of the actual props for Wednesday, a reminder that March is here. SGPN is giving away $25K in Survivor Madness. Winner take all. One person will take home $25K guaranteed. So sign up at sportscampodcast.com/survivor. That's sportscampodcast.com/survivor. If you're new to Splash Sports, use the promo code SGPN, play $5 to get $50 in bonus entries when you sign up once again at Splash Sports with the promo code SGPN. So moving on now into the actual props that we have for the show today for Wednesday. Adam, what's going to be your first prop for the show?
So first prop for the show is going to be an NBA play.
Okay. You're going back to your roots.
Going back to my roots. Is my boy Joe Dollar in there? Yeah, he is. Joe's in. Well, Joe, I just want to make sure Joe knows. Joe doesn't care about any of my stuff. He just wants my NBA plays because I still got a new car smell. So former Villanova Wildcat, Mikal Bridges, I think he kind of stinks.
I think as a Nets fan, I'm happy he got traded for a ton of draft picks, even though he's a 3-and-D guy. So yeah. That's fine.
Well, speaking of him being a 3-and-D guy, I'm gonna take his under 16.5 points and assists. He's under this in six of his last 10, 3 of his last 5. OKC plays great defense. He is, this is they've small forwards have gone under their number. The 3 of the last 4 have gone under this. I just think this is not a good matchup. Like, he doesn't like to shoot. He doesn't even like to shoot the ball. And as I'm looking at the total on this game, total's 221. So I'm not going to count on a whole bunch of assists here, but yeah, he's been solidly under this. And like I said, OKC, they are against forwards. They are second in the league in points allowed defense, fourth in the league in assists allowed. Clog that lane, 16.5. Overall, they're second in defense. This is a very good defensive OKC team. So give me Mikal Bridges under 16.5 points and assists.
Yeah, for my play for basketball, I'm going to go with a star player fade, actually. I'm going to fade Giannis. I'm going to take Giannis under 26.5 points at minus 122. He's had less than 26 points in 6 straight. We saw him come back against Boston. They got buried by 27 because Milwaukee stinks. But I want to point out that Giannis in that game only played 25 minutes. So Giannis should still be around the 25-minute mark because he's only played 1 game since come back from injury. Atlanta's paint defense has gotten better lately, but in general, it's a lot of points for a guy that will probably not reach 30 minutes in a game. I get Giannis, is still a freight train who can still have a monster game, but conceptually, 26.5 feels pretty large when you might only play 25 minutes in the game and he just came back from injury. So I think this number is just too high based on principle. Give me Giannis under 26.5 points at minus 122. So.
I saw him at what did I watch? Oh, I watched Extreme Rules on Saturday, the WWE pay-per-view.
How was that?
He was there.
Oh, how was the show?
Oh, it was pretty good. But
were
Giannis,
you rooting for Randy Orton or no?
No, I was. I wasn't rooting for Logan Paul. Look at you knowing who
fact,
won.
The only reason why I know any of this is because
how did you know that?
I was in Parks and Sam was still at the poker table at like 2 a.m, and they ran a live sports show in the sports book, so they were replaying Sports Center and they were interviewing Randy Orton like every hour, but it was the same interview. They just kept repeating it. So I know
Nice.
Randy Orton won.
Nice, yeah, he did.
Oh yeah. And I know CM Punk won and his girlfriend won, I think.
Wife.
Wife. They're married. Mazel
they're
tov. I wasn't invited. They both have titles. So there you go. So I indirectly learned about the WWE results because they kept replaying it on SportsCenter.
That's great.
There you go.
Love it.
I'm a little bit in the loop. But yeah, anyway, Giannis, give me the under. I think that point total is too high for a guy who should be on a minute restriction. Moving on to your second prop, though. What do you like?
Let me just kind of move through here because I'm going to add another prop. Well, first of all, what I am going to do here is we're going to go later tonight. Your New York Islanders are going to Anaheim. David Rittich is starting. This Isles team gives up a lot of shots, which
I like the over in the game. I just see goals, but yes,
don't mind that. Like Cutter. Like this guy to score a goal, but I'm going to take him for something else. Beckett Seneke, rookie. I like actually the rookie versus rookie matchup with Schaefer. So I like Beckett over 2.5 shots on goal. This Rittich is not, good at controlling rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
For all the goalies that are on the slate today, he has the highest in his last 180 minutes of rebound shots on goal.
I thought it was terrible against Florida and they won anyway, but he was horrible.
He's horrible. The last game, they gave up 30. He had 29 saves because they gave up 33 shots. Last 2 games, he's averaging more than 30 shots on goal against, and his rebounds on goal are pretty crazy. So, but give me Beckett Seneke over 2.5 shots on goal. Part of the reason why I like this, his shots attempts over his last 5 games, 8, 3, 6, 7, 7. Yes, he's only hit over 2.5 shots on goal twice in the 5, but
there are attempts there. Yeah.
Attempts are there. That's what I care about. The attempts are there on a team that we know gives them up. So give me Seneke. It's plus money too if you get it on. Is Novig still a sponsor?
Yeah.
Okay, on Novig.
I was going to mention Novig in a second.
Cool. Yeah. I like that. Anyway, over 2.5 shots on goal plus 101 for Beckett Seneke.
Yeah, I can get behind that. I said before, I think the Islanders, they find ways to win games, but they're down 2-0 in almost every game because recently the goaltending's been terrible. Rittich looks awful in net, so I agree with you. I think that it's a good spot for him to get some shots on net. Before we get into the other props that we have for the show, a reminder that we are brought to you by our sponsor, which is Kalshi. It's the real money prediction market available in every state. Get tons of trading options for your favorite sports. Besides sports, they also have markets like politics, entertainment, and even the weather. And if you're new to Kalshi, new customers get $20 when they sign up with the code SGPN. That's Kalshi, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm has been on a heater for the NBA and for college. They helped us catch Underdog yesterday as they gave us the Westbrook PRA play, which got there easily. Check out the models, though. You can use your own model from scratch. You can build, once again, you can use the leaderboard as well to take other people's models, or you can also use...
Ooh, got a good one.
Or you can use the Rhythm House model if you want plays directly from them. Looking quickly at the actual lines here. Wait, you said you had one?
No, I'm just saying I took a model from the board. And
I took a model from the board. Okay, cool. Yeah, for this one, we'll go with Time Lord. We'll go with Time Lord under 6.5 rebounds at -112. That's one play Rhythm likes. They think that he's projected for 4.7. So we'll go with that. Robert Williams under 6.5 rebounds in that game against the Grizzlies. Anyway, a reminder, though, if you want to check out Rhythm and go premium with the membership, use the code SGPN25. It'll get a nice discount, 25% off when you download the Rhythm app. So once again, first month, get 25% off with the code SGPN25 at Rhythm. Welcome back, everyone, to the Propcast. Finish going through the first couple of props that we have for Wednesday. Time to move on into my second play for the show. Going back to basketball, I'm going to go with Kyle Filipowski, under 8.5 rebounds at -123. Filipowski is at a less than 9 rebounds in 5 straight. He's also been terrible on the road this season. He's at a less than 9 rebounds in 22 of his first 28 road games so far this season. And the Sixers are allowing the 9th fewest rebounds per game to opposing centers. Embiid is still out for this game. That's fine. We know that Drummond is still a solid rebounder.
He just doesn't play anymore.
He never plays. But the point is, Drummond, we know, is a good rebounder. I understand that Nurkic is out. Lauri Markkanen's out. You can argue that usage should be there for Filipowski. But he's still not a great rebounder. And based on all the people that have been sitting for Utah lately, Jaren Jackson Jr. as well, he still is at a less than 9 in 5 straight. So even with all the extra opportunities, he's still not going over this number. And Philly's still a good rebounding team against centers. So for that reason, I think Filipowski might end up with 7 or 8. Might be a bit of a sweat here. But I do think 8.5 is a little bit high for a guy who really never goes over this number. Give me Filipowski under 8.5 rebounds at -123.
Dig it.
There you go. Moving on to your final play. What do you like?
My final play is going to be with the guy who scored the game-winning goal for the U.S. men's team. Have you heard of Jack Hughes?
Yes, I have.
Nice Jewish boy from New Jersey.
Yep.
Over 3.5 shots on goal. He has the Toronto team just hemorrhages shots. This Flyers team looked incredible against them the other night. So they're really bad down the middle to centers. Just 7 of the last 8 centers have gone over their shot line. Plus 105 for Jackie Boy to get 4 shots on goal. We're going to do that, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. What was the price on that again?
It is, well, now it just moved as I said this, so it's -104.
Cool. And for my last play, I did go with hockey, as I always do. I'm going to go with William Nylander. I'm going to go with his over 2.5 shots on goal. Novig has +123. Sportsbooks have even money or -105. So once again, capitalize on the Novig pricing. But +123 is a great deal. He's recorded at least 3 shots in 6 of his last 7. And recently, the attempts have skyrocketed for Nylander. Nylander's attempted 15 shots over the past 2 games.
Oh, yeah, dude. He's been a monster.
So he's been ripping. So I do think with the recent bump that he's had in attempts, as you mentioned before in your previous hockey play, attempts are very important. If you end up getting to 3-on-3 attempts, great, but long term, it's not going to be sustainable. The point is, if you're attempting 7-8 shots per game, then you definitely increase your chances dramatically of getting to 3 shots, especially at plus money. But 15 shot attempts in the past 2 games that I can get as 3 shots on goal at +123. The Devils this season have been average when it comes to shots allowed, but it's simply just put based on volume. The volume's been there for attempts recently. The price is there, and Nylander, we know, is very involved in this offense. Give me Nylander to go over 2.5 shots on goal at +123.
Yeah,
so,
I almost took him the last yesterday's show.
Cool. Anyway, anything you want to add for miscellaneous?
You guys want a goal scorer?
Sure. Goals.
Goals. Let's go with...
I'll probably do some college basketball thing after you finish your play. Why not? I got Cincinnati right yesterday. I might as well turn that into my bit. I'll just throw in one spread that I like on the card.
I already hit my biggest one today. I hit Bellarmine or whatever, Bellarmine.
I forgot that game already happened.
That game was at noon, yeah.
Yeah, forgot about that. Nice win for Bellarmine.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take. I was looking at Cutter, but he just scored like a bunch of goals. Let's see. There's not a lot of good stuff today. Dylan Larkin is possible. Look at Dylan Larkin. Who's starting for Vegas?
Let me check. Aiden Hill unconfirmed. So
okay, yeah, let's do Dylan Larkin anytime goal. Does it bring him up? Dylan Larkin, yeah, he's got what I love, guys. He's got that high Corsi score. He's got a lot of shots and 9 individual high danger chances over there.
Also Team USA guy.
But
he was good in the last couple of games.
I hope people remember him.
Anyway, a couple of big goals.
Good. Dylan Larkin, yeah, plus 172 for a goal. So we're gonna take that.
Cool. For my miscellaneous play, Providence minus 5.5. I've been cursing out Marquette all season. I think
I took the over in this game.
I thought Shaka Smart wouldn't finish the season as the coach. I think they're that bad. Providence has randomly been good lately. They fired Kim English, and they've actually been winning some games. But I like the back teams on senior night. I think Marquette's a joke, and Providence has played better lately. So Providence minus 5.5 is my bonus bet for this one. Anyway, anything else you want to add for bonus, or should we just move on into the best bets?
I think we move into best bets.
Cool. So before we get into best bets, a reminder, they're brought to you by our sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. Of course, we're going to give out an entry again after the read, and we won the entry yesterday. They've been covered with pick'em entries for almost every single sport. They also increased their payouts recently. 2 pick entries now pay 3.5x, and 3 pick entries now pay 6.5x. They also have a new offer for customers. Play $5. You'll get $75 bonus funds when you sign up the promo code SGPN at Underdog Fantasy. And we also mentioned before, Novig is a sponsor for the show. America's #1 sports prediction market. You get some great prices. I mentioned before, Nylander, for example, 20+ cent differential by taking his shots on goal from Novig compared to the actual books. So once again, you get some great prices checking out Novig. Also, if you download the app, you'll get a great sign-up deal. Play $5, get $50 when you sign up with the promo code SGPN. So once again, the Novig promo code SGPN. And a reminder, Merch Madness, 15% of everything in the merch store at SGPN's website with the promo code MARCH. So if you want to check out the Propcast merchandise, if Tage Thompson paid for it, courtesy of his goals, if Underdog paid for it, if our 6-1, if our 6-1 best plays record helped you afford the shirt, then reuse it to our economy.
That's awesome. I like that. I like how you're feeding it back in.
You're free rolling a shirt. That's basically what's happening right now. But either way, point is we have new merchandise. We have shirts, sweatshirts, all the fun stuff, different colors for the Propcast. And of course, check out the other merchandise for other shows on the network as well. But once again, limited time offer for March, 15% of everything in the SGPN merch store with the code MARCH. Welcome back, everyone, to the Propcast. Finished going through our props for the show. Time to move on into the best bets. Adam, what is your favorite play out of the 3 you gave out?
I think I like this Jackie Hughes, man. I think I like the Jackie over 3.5 shots on goal. So
cool. My best bet's going to be Nylander at over 2.5 shots on goal. Novig makes the play kind of irresistible because it's plus 123 for a guy that's attempted 15+ shots.
Yay, Arsenal! Saga scored.
The guy's attempted 15 shots in the last 2 games. So I think Nylander plus 123 is a bargain to get 3 shots on goal. And as we know, he does love to shoot the puck a lot. So give me Nylander to go over 2.5 shots on goal as my best bet for the show. Moving on to Underdog. Adam, is there anything we want to recycle from the plays that we gave out?
Let's do... I don't hate this. The Nylander. Well, let me look at the Nylander one, actually.
I mean, the hit rate's been good and the volume's gone up, so I thought that would be worth something.
No. It's not terrible. Yeah, let me just look at the this game on Handigraphs. Little too. I don't want to double down on it, but
okay, that's fine.
I love your heads up. I'm looking through and just seeing. I don't mind double downing on Jack Hughes.
That's fine. Let's do that.
Toronto
for America. We'll do
for
it.
America.
For America.
And if I had to pick a goal scorer, it would be I mean, I mentioned Cutter. I feel like, do I go back to Cutter? Cutter. Here are the guys that I like to score goals. Okay.
Well, if you're going to do anybody, we'd probably do Larkin, right? Because you mentioned him specifically like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, but then we're double downing on 2. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that wasn't one of your official plays. That was one of the.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
That was one of the
yeah.
bonus plays you gave out.
All right, let's do that. Let's Dylan Larkin.
We can do that, and if you want to throw in the rhythm play, I did mention Robert Williams, Time Lord, lower 6.5 rebounds.
Can't believe he still exists.
Well, he's injured half the time, but Klingen's back, so Williams should get less minutes.
What did you? What is this one? That's the
It's rebounds at 6.5.
Lower. I got it. Okay, cool. Oh man, this is a juicy one, buddy. Jack Hughes higher 3.5 shots on goal. Dylan Larkin higher to score a goal. Robert Williams lower 6.5 rebounds. A 7.8 multiplier. But we're hot, so let's do this. $50 allegedly wins us $390.
Yep, sounds good. Anyway, before we officially end the show, though, can you just recap your 3 plays one more time?
I can. Jack Hughes over 3.5 shots on goal. Beckett Seneke over 2.5 shots on goal. And Mikal Bridges under 16.5 points and assists.
And my 3 plays, Giannis under 26.5 points, -122. Kyle Filipowski under 8.5 rebounds, -123. And William Nylander over 2.5 shots on goal at +123. Anyway, we're back once again on Friday for the same exact format. But once again, we will not have a show on Thursday. We'll be back once again on Friday. Till next time, support the show on Twitter at the Propcast SGPN. Find it on YouTube at SGPN Propcast. Find it on Spotify or Apple. Also check us out individually on Twitter. I'm at Reichel Radio. He is at Hey Rosenberg. Till next time, good luck to all of you and all